living out right now. That body is why you at the bus stop right now. You understand? The scripture says, "Any man's faith, let us see the oracles of God." They think the law is a small thing. Separate, man. We are separate from these other nations, man. That's right.
And I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying. This shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this that exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jake. So Tower War, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell should've never kidnapped my family. I can't just do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't him. This shit light work. It ain't about who got this gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you won't never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow side, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put billions of my people. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a
Was never expected to grow. Just obstacle sat in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, save facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Do you need me?
Isupk presents the 54th annual Feast of Unleavened Bread. Last year we did it big. This year is going to be way big. More brotherhood, more sisterhood, more UPK. On Sunday, April 2nd, 2023, we're going to be at 421 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Sheraton Raleigh Hotel Ballroom. We call it all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to come join us.
To your third eye, peephole, line for line, this shit too easy. It's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early. This bitch is cheat code.
Remember, admission to the Passover is $200 per adult. That's $200 per adult. For more information, call 919-697-8257. Call 919-697-8257.
Shalom, Lord Christ, Israel. You know what it is. It's also the top of the Isupk. And we are the 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hanna, of course. And we started in 1969. We've been doing it since 1969. And just like we do every Friday, we teach this LaShawan Qadash class, this Hebrew class, taking back our culture. You know, in these last days, we're getting closer and closer to being in our original state. We just gotta hold true, keep the commandments of the faith and testimony of Jesus Christ, of course. So we're gonna get started, get these Hebrew characters on the board. So I'm gonna throw up the paleo, and then what I want you to do is go ahead and write out, after I throw up the paleo, the pronunciations of them, and then write out the Assyrian. You know, of course, we're going to be testing our handwriting and our script. And of course, I would say, when you have the time, try to be as neat as possible, work on your penmanship as neat as possible. All right. And go ahead and write out the pronunciations of it. You have your I, your ba, your da, your ta, your ha, your wa. You go ahead and get those on the board. And one of the things this helps is your recognition. So when you're reading it in the Sabbath service, it gives you a little leg up. I ain't gonna say a leg up, you just study. You can readily identify the characters. And then you just have to work about putting them together, sounding them out, knowing where to conjugate them, or what have you. So of course, underneath, go ahead and write the Assyrian. Remember, we're going to be always practicing on that Assyrian. Now remember, you're making these how you readily identify them too, but of course keeping it close to script. But you got to be able to read and write your own script, and others be able to actually understand what you're trying to communicate as well. So if you write something funny and it looks nothing like, you know, the actual letter, of feel like I messed up somewhere. Oh, I did. Okay. Moving too fast, I left out a whole character. It's a lot. Maybe I should turn that chat on. I'm pretty sure y'all called me out already. Alphabet time. You don't know your alphabet? The Ka come after the Ya, you know? Travis knows what. A person should want to be corrected so they don't continue to walk around being wrong, you understand? That's all. So you got your La, your Ma, your Na, your Sai, your I, your Pa, your Taza, your Kwa, your Ra, Sha, and Fa. Alright. So the Ka kind of looks like that. I hope I'm getting better with my script. I'm pretty sure you got yours down a lot sooner than mine. It's a lot better. But there you have it. You got your Paleo and your Assyrian script. So what we're going to do now is get those prepositions on the board. Well, actually, we'll do some vocabulary. Then we'll put the prepositions on the board, and we'll do a lesson on prepositions. We'll go over about 4 or 5 words, breaking down, identifying the root, starting from the beginning to get a clear understanding of prepositions. All right. So the first word, we're gonna do Navy. Second word is new month. Nose, north, and number. Give you about 2 vocabulary words. So Navy in the Hebrew is mazaham. Mazaham. Now, let's see, just based off of how I pronounced it, you could guess how it's written. You have your ma, your za, and your ham. Mazaham. Ma, za, ham. Now, definitely based off of that, you should be able to get it. And this is just the basis of understanding how to construct a word based off of, in the actual Hebrew characters, based off of how it's written or sounded out. So understanding that because it's written in English, these characters and the pronunciation of them is written in English, we see that it's written from left to right, as in the Western society. But as when we write it in our Hebrew characters, it goes the opposite way, from right to left. So anytime it's stacked, be careful. You don't misidentify, and I'll give you an example of that real quick. A letter where it's not supposed to be. So you got your ma, you got your za, you got your ha, and you got your ma, and that's connected. But the example that I was given was, so let's just say this was written underneath, and that's how they were breaking it down, which in a way I'm gonna do some of these examples. So if I was to write the ma, the za, and the ham, a person might think that the ma corresponds up here, and the za corresponds, I guess it's in the middle, stay in the middle, and that ham. So it's kind of written like that's how it's connected. So don't make a mistake and drop down and be like, oh, this means ma. No, that's the ma over there. Coincidentally, it's a ma on the end, but that's all. So your mazaham, and let's write it out in the Hebrew. Oh, I've actually been saying the word Salakia. Salakia, Andrew. Salakia, to make this real clear. Alright, so the word nasty is mazaham in the Hebrew. Salakia. Salakia. Sorry for any confusion. And here we have it. You got your ma, your za, your ha, and your ma again. And of course, in the Assyrian, you have your ma, your za, your ha, and then your ma again. New month, let me slow down, is Qadash. New month is Qadash. Now how is that written out? It's the ka. The soft ka, you have your da, and you have your sha. Qadash. Of course, Syrian. Yeah. Nose is the next word. Nose is up. Stop. Which is simply Slovakia. Right, better than that. And then in the Assyrian, you have your and your Pa. Which is kind of divided, so you know. Next, we have the word north is Tazapawan, Taza, Pawan. And then go ahead and write that out. Taza. Pawan. Taza in the Syrian. Pa. You set it up. Number is Mana. Which is simply Ma, Na. And then in the Syrian, you have your Ma, your Na, and your Ha. I gotta start writing my Ma's a lot better. And then here's Navy. Slovakia. Tazaya. Ta-za-ya. And notice these are all separate. So you have your regular ta, za. Yeah. Yeah, I should start writing my yas different to make it definitely differentiated from the Assyrian. I mean the it's kind of like that to make it stand out a little bit, angle it a little bit more. All right, give you a second to get those down. course, if you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat. Alright, let's get these prepositions on the board.
I ate some of them.
What's up, baby?
I'm done with my pups.
You want some water? Okay. 1 second, Isupk. Our baby girl during this class. Number 360. Alright, Slocky, Edro. So, what is a preposition? What is a preposition? It kind of is literally what it says in the word itself. Preposition. Preposition. Okay. It sits before a noun to show a noun's relation to another word in a sentence. So you have something called prefixes, and then you would have, let's see how much space that. Prefix, and you have your suffix. So of course, if you wrote them down before, you can go ahead and get the ones you know. Start off with some of those suffixes. You have ya, which means my essentially. You have your Ka, which is your you or your. You have your Y, which is your he or his. Your Ha, which is your her. You have your Nawa, which is our. One of the examples we went over last week was the Abanawa, Abanawa, and our Father. We have Kam, which is the, I'm gonna just put it like that, the male or masculine way or version of Kam, or the way to say y'all. And then Khan is the same understanding, but it's the feminine. And then you have your Ma, which is your there, and that's your plural, but it's the masculine. And then you have your Na, which is also there. And then for your prefixes, you have Ah, which is essentially I. Your Ba, which is your in, or possibly on. I'm gonna write that for now. Ha, and. Y. Oh, Salakia. Ha is the, and Y is and. Ya, where it's positioned is he. You have your Ka, which is like your as or like. La, your to or from. Your Ma, which is your of. Sha, which is whom or which. And Tha, which is like your the, you know. But so now that we got those on the board, we understand your suffixes and your prefixes and what they are. Now let's get some words on the board to try to have a better understanding and grasp the positions of them.
I ate one. And I'm about to eat the other one.
Alright, go sit down. Don't drop it. Alright. first word we're gonna look at is, well, I'm gonna write it out. Let's see if you guys can write it out in the Assyrian and then write out the pronunciation of it. So you have your I. Let's do batter sheets first. Got your I. Oh, so lucky. Now we're going to do the I am fruitful. A par. And then write it out in the pronunciation of it. Of course, like I said, when you do that in English, it goes from left to right, which would be I, par, yeah. And then in the Assyrian, you have the I. Make that a little better. Par. Yo. So let's get a little better understanding of this. So do we see any prefixes or suffixes? Anything that we can pull out? And in doing so, we identify what we call the root word or noun. So we see here, the par, that's your root word. So that par means fruit. When we go over here, that ah, that means the I. And then the yam, this is your plural. That's your plural. So what is it saying? I am fruitful. Because the yam, remember, that's your plural. When you look over here. It's just like when we say Adawanium. And then of course, if it was the yan, the n, that would be the feminine. But let's get another one. So that's That's aparium, means I am fruitful. Let's do Israel when we say La Yasha'ala. So, I don't know if every Sabbath service you notice when a man is called up to read the Hebrew, the priest, of course, he salutes. You know, I would say Katab Ban Yahawah Ban Yasha'ala, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Baraka Thumb, because it's more than one, it might be more than one priest up there, so that's the plural, Baraka Thumb. When I go up there, the head priest will pour the drink. And you notice they say La Yasha'ala. So let's break down what that's actually saying, La Yasha'ala. What is that? So if you was to put that on the board, you have your La, so what do we see here? We got your La. Well, so it kind of more confused. We're gonna write it out, the pronunciation out, and then put the brackets, because sometimes the brackets will be offset. It won't. So let's see what it says. La Ya Shar Allah. So what are these saying? We can separate and start identifying some things. So Allah is a representative, or could simply mean power. Shar, prince. He, and then your La, which is over here, would be a 2. Because remember, for some reason, I wrote it in the Hebrew going that way, and I started translating it the way it's written from right to left. But, so it's essentially saying 2. That's your La, Yasha'ala, which is Israel, to Israel, which simply means Prince of the Power. Prince of the Power. You want to write a letter on the board, baby? You say I. You want to write something on the board? This is what I want you to do. I want you to write right under what I write, the same thing as I, Ba, similar to what we would say A and B. I, Ba. Remember earlier we were saying Abanawa? Go ahead, baby. Write it on the board. You're good. Just try to write just pay attention. It can be over here. Write that I. Good job. And then write that, the ba. Good job. Thank you, baby. All right. Go ahead and see, baby. You want to finish up? Okay. I got you on the next class, baby. We're going to work on some stuff. You got to work on your penmanship, as my pops would say. Let's get another one on the board real quick. Hashemayim. Let's do Waharatasa. Waharatasa. So you got Waharatasa. Pronounce up the Y. Ha. Ra, which is Ra, and then the Tazah. Right in. Oh, we didn't write this one out in the Assyrian. Get that in there real quick. It's going to be a little short. There we go. All right. And then underneath, you have your Waharatasa. You have your Y. Ha. Ra, which is over here, and your Tazah. So what is the understanding and breakdown of this? So you have your Y, which is, I should have dropped that lower, but your Y is an, your Ha is the, your Aratazah land, country, earth. You see that? And the land, Waharatasa. La Yasha'ala, to the prince of the power, or to Israel. Which is FYI. All right, give you a second to get that down. We'll finish up on a few more in the beginning of the next class, and then we'll go back in and finish translating some of the prayers, more vocabulary words, sense instructions. What we'll try to do is get common or normal phrases and stuff like that, put them together. If you guys want to put stuff in the chat, different phrases you want to learn in the chat, please do so. That'll give me something to do on the week, look up to make sure we got it right. And with that being said, Shalom, Yahbashim, Yahushua Barakatah to all the Akwafim. Akim, and Shalom, Yahushua Barakatah, Yahushua to all the Akwafim.